Hi everyone, thanks for using ZenLedger. This video is going to go over Crypto Taxes 101, a brief overview of accounting and taxes, and then how to use ZenLedger software. Just a quick note, I am not a tax professional or a lawyer, and I am not your tax professional or lawyer, so please consult one before you make any relevant decisions. My name is Pat Larsen. I'm the CEO and co-founder of ZenLedger. I have a background in finance and aviation, among other things. Started ZenLedger in 2017. We've helped over 100,000 customers. We are a VC-backed startup with over 35 people, and we're here to help you. Anytime you need us, you can email us at hello@zenledger.io. You can go to the bottom right in the app anytime and click on the chat icon and start a chat with us. And if you need to, we can schedule a phone call and hop on there too. So we'll quickly go over Crypto 101, IRS Form 1040, and some of the IRS warning letters, some tax strategy and accounting, some rules here, and then some frequently asked questions on how to use our app. So Crypto 101 in the United States for the Internal Revenue Service, the IRS. Basically, there's two types of things that the IRS worries about. Those are taxable events and non-taxable events. So if you earn dollars or fiat, then you are taxed on it, whether it's through income or investments. So if you sell your crypto for gain out to fiat, then that is a taxable event. So is trading crypto to crypto, Bitcoin to ETH, ETH to Doge, ETH to Bitcoin back. Using crypto to purchase a good or service, buying a hardware wallet, or some other digital assets, or a conference ticket is also a taxable event. And then getting any sort of digital asset rewards, mining, staking, airdrops are taxable events, and NFTs are digital assets, so those all count. What's not taxable are you've already been taxed on it, right? So if you buy crypto with fiat, that's not taxable because you're already taxed on the fiat that you have in your possession. Donating crypto and gifting crypto are not taxed up to certain limits. And then transferring crypto. So when you transfer your own assets, when you just move them around between accounts, those are not taxable events. So there are things called cost basis methods in accounting. The most conservative and most well-known is first in, first out, FIFO. That is the only method that the IRS has stated that they recommend. You can use more aggressive accounting methods, but the way first in, first out works is the very first Bitcoin you ever bought or crypto you ever bought a day ago or 5 years ago, if you sold it today, it's at the price you first bought it at. So if you bought Bitcoin 5 years ago for $10,000, you sold it today for $20,000. No matter what price points you bought Bitcoin in between those 5 years, you would use the $10,000 cost basis you bought it at and the $20,000 cost basis today that you sold it at. So there'd be a $10,000 gain. Our software can help you with the more exotic types of cost basis as well. Last in, first out, LIFO, and highest in, first out, HIFO. So our software can do all three of these accounting methods for you. But again, that's a decision that you make and that you should try to keep consistent between years. Forks are something that people encounter pretty often. And a hard fork is when an airdrop, say you're holding Bitcoin, and because you own Bitcoin, you get Bitcoin Cash, BCH. Or you're holding Ethereum, and then there's a hard fork to Ethereum Classic and Ethereum. Now you hold two assets. They didn't get rid of the old asset. So basically you have income of the new asset that came into your possession. So those are taxable events. Soft forks are when a token doesn't really change in value. It just changes the number of tokens or the name of the token, like VEN and VET, VEN and VET, or ETH and ETH2 or something. Those, you don't really change the asset, you don't change the value, so those are not taxable events. Airdrops and mining, again, are taxable events. And for airdrops, it's the fair market value of the NFT when it comes into your possession. So that is a hard thing to pin down, but you should kind of be accounting for those as they come in. And then mining, It depends if you're very serious about mining or you're just doing it as a hobby. Again, that's getting into the weeds, but note that if you're just kind of participating in some mining pools or have one ASIC at home, you actually have the option of declaring it as a hobbyist or going into business and trying to make a profit and have some write-offs as a business miner. So the IRS Form 1040 digital assets question. This is the second year in a row that the IRS has asked a digital assets question. And on the 2022 form, it says, at any time during 2022, did you receive as a reward, award, or payment for property or services, or sell, exchange, gift, or otherwise dispose of a digital asset, or financial interest in a digital asset? Basically, they're asking if you have any taxable events because of digital assets. And they're asking that question way up front, page one, right after they ask your name, social security number, and address. So they really want to know. Again, you have to answer yes to this question if you have taxable events, which include receiving any digital assets, work, or staking you did, selling crypto out to fiat, trading crypto to crypto, buying or selling NFTs, or using crypto to purchase goods and services. You can answer no if you only held crypto and you only transferred crypto between your own accounts. If you got any airdrops from the crypto you held, any NFTs, any tokens, you may or may not declare, yes or no. That's your own decision. A lot of the tokens and NFTs you received are worthless, and you may not consider those a taxable event for yourself, but that is a decision that you make. So IRS warning letters. So anytime you get an IRS warning letter, you are going to want to contact a tax professional. They are generally kind of serious. The IRS letters 6174 and 6174A are basically the IRS just telling you, hey, make sure your taxes are up to date. We're a little concerned with your tax returns, or you were KYC'd AML at Coinbase or Gemini or something. You're on some list, and that's why we're sending you a letter. IRS 6173 is more serious. Basically, it's saying you're going to get audited, and CP 2000 is very serious, saying, hey, we're going to see some assets here. So in any of the cases, you are going to want to contact a tax professional, take a look at things. We can recommend tax professionals to you. Just go ahead and ask us in chat for a referral or email us. And our software is very good. We produce audit reports. We've worked with IRS investigators in the past. So we know that the software is pretty accurate and can help you even win audit cases and win awards. We had one customer be granted a $250,000 refund because he'd overpaid his taxes over several years, sent in a ZenLedger audit report, and was awarded the refund. So some tax strategies and considerations. So again, you will change your your tax liability by changing your accounting method. You'll get different tax results if you use first in, first out, last in, first out, or highest in, first out. Again, that's up to you and your tax professional which one you choose. But some people actually want to declare lots of gains in certain years, and so they're going to use one accounting method. Some people want to declare the minimum amount of gains that they legally can, and that will be a different accounting method. You can just switch between the methods in our software and look at your different results. You can limit your tax liability by limiting your transactions and limiting the amount of taxable events you have. If you just buy and hold, you're just going to have less taxable events and less capital gains to be taxed in any given year. So that is something to consider. If you're a very active trader and you're capturing all your gains, then you're just going to have more taxable events and more tax liability probably at the end of the year. Tax loss harvesting is a great tool. You can do this anytime throughout the year. We have a lot of articles. Just go ahead and search our support for tax loss harvest. We'll walk you through how to do it. But it is a strategy where if you have some losses in crypto, if you bought Bitcoin at 25,000 and now it's at 20,000, you can sell the Bitcoin you bought and you can book a tax loss asset that will offset your income or capital gains taxes. Again, you can just ask us for that article or search and chat for it in our support. And then self-directed Roth IRAs. There's a couple of different investment vehicles that you can actually put crypto into that can help you avoid tax liabilities over time. So again, ask us for some referrals there or take a look at it yourself. But you can put crypto into various tax deferred structures. So, some frequently asked questions on how to use our software that I'll go through now. And again, anytime you need help, just ask us in the chat or email us at hello@zenledger.io and we can walk you through these. So, how to sort your go to imports in the top navigation. There'll be a drop down, click on transactions, and you'll come into your overall ledger here. And then you can just sort your transactions as needed in the horizontal navigation bar. You can click the drop down menu. You can search for the tokens that you want to see. You can bulk edit. You can search by date, and you can go all through there. So that's how you sort and search. How do you manually enter transactions? Sometimes you just want to enter one transaction. You lost, one Ethereum trying to buy an NFT. You just want to put in that you lost it. So you go to imports, you click on add account in the drop down menu, and then you go over to manual entry, which is the third category over, and you can just enter an account. Your tax professional can also do this if you grant them access. So CPAs and accountants can jump in and share accounts with you, and you can tell them what manual transactions you need to add, and we can do that. Do bulk load, lots of manual transactions, and that's by spreadsheet called a CSV. So the way you do that is same thing. You just go to imports, add account. Second option is custom CSV upload and create a spreadsheet. We have lots of instructions on how to do that and videos. And again, you can ask in the chat anytime you need to. But that's a great way to add a lot of transactions. Say there's a blockchain or exchange that we don't support or you're having trouble getting transactions in. We can help you make these CSVs. We can help you troubleshoot them if they're not loading up right. We can help you export them if needed. And we work with tax professionals that are doing this in bulk. So just go ahead and follow these instructions here to create CSVs, and we'll have a link to the videos on how to create CSVs as well. Next is backup transactions. Sometimes you'll want to back up your transactions. You think you're going to make some changes and you want to just make sure you can restate. So you can click on snapshot and the system will just take a snapshot as is, and you can always revert to it. You can also download all of your transactions that are right in the system. People will do that as another form of snapshot, and you can always upload that again later. So you just go into imports, import history, and you'll have all your sources, and you can download all your transactions there. You can resync sources anytime you create an API or upload a wallet. You go into imports and import history in the top nav, and then you can just go down the list of accounts. You scroll down a little bit, and then you find the account you want, like your Coinbase Pro account, and you click on the green down arrow on the right, and you'll have an option to resync the API. Sometimes you'll have to go into that exchange and recreate an API, and we have instructions on how to do that as well. And then for wallets, any sort of on-chain wallet that you want us to continuously pull from that you're going to use repeatedly, we can just resync from there anytime the system stores those wallet addresses in a read-only fashion, and we can just read the transaction history that's on that wallet. Sometimes our system will identify that you have some missing sources. There's some holes in your transaction history. You have too many incoming or outgoing transactions that don't quite make sense. That's probably telling you that we are missing some transactions. Also, sell without buy. It means our system sees that you sold 2 Ethereum over your transaction history, but we only register that you bought 1.5 Ethereum. So there's a half Ethereum too many, which means we probably just don't see some exchange transaction where you bought a half 0.5 Ethereum. So these are ways our system's telling you, hey, we're probably missing transactions. Let's go through and diagnose where they are. We probably are just missing an exchange or a wallet, and we can find those, or the system can help you find those. And then under needs review, you can, in your transaction history, you can just go through your ledger, sort by what transactions need review or sell without buy or have some sort of warning flag, incoming, outgoing, and just work your way through them. Sometimes our system will just not be able to pull the price of some sort of transaction because it happened a long time ago, or it's some token that doesn't have a price. you can go ahead and tell the system to ignore those, or you can assign a value of 1 cent or 0 cents per each of these transactions, and that'll help the system just clear them up. So again, I hope this was helpful. This was just meant to be a quick way to tell you a little bit about how cryptocurrency taxes are handled, and reminding you that you can reach out to us anytime by email at hello@zenledger.io, by chat, by going to the bottom right, clicking on the chat icon and typing in whatever help you need, or searching articles. And then you can schedule a phone call with us anytime. We'll make sure to link to the various videos and help articles that we mentioned in here as well. Best of luck investing, and thanks for using ZenLedger.